las designer. Pero mira cómo vaina, girl. La patrona las designer.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing a how to make real avocado salsa with fried plantains. Now, when I'm talking about fried plantains, guys, we're actually gonna be doing a recipe that is very, very famous to street food in South America, Central America, and Thailand. And pretty much we're gonna be making chifles. Now, this is one of my favorite street foods. It's pretty much thinly sliced mandolin fried plantains. Now, obviously, some of these countries don't have mandolins, but they are so inventive that they use this awesome either wooden panel that has a very thin blade in the middle that literally resembles a mandolin, and they do it at such an awesome speed that it's just like, whoa. But in this recipe, I am going to be showing you how to do it in an actual mandolin. Now, when I'm talking about the real avocado salsa, I'm not talking about guacamole. I'm not talking about big chunks of, you know, avocados and tomatoes and onions. I'm actually going to be showing you my favorite recipe when I go to taquerias in Central America that I love. And pretty much these taquerias, when we're talking about real avocado salsa, salsa cremosa, it's pretty much a base of tomatillos, either serrano or jalapeno, a Spanish or white onion, one small garlic clove, and cilantro. It's pretty much a raw sauce, but this is so famous in the taqueria world and so famous in their businesses. And you know, it just goes with everything, but mainly it's with the carnitas and, you know, tacos that this sauce really goes well with. Now for me, obviously, I love this with my carnitas. I love with my my tacos with al pastor that I put a little bit of this beautiful taqueria sauce. But I actually use this to actually put it on my, you know, salads and also on my chicken and on my beef, you know, if I want, you know, just to give it a little extra something. This sauce only lasts 3 days in the fridge. So I would not recommend freezing it because you just don't want that watery consistency when you unfreeze it. That's just a no-go. So, you know, store it up in a recycled Ziploc bag. It'll last you 3 days. You can even marinate your chicken, your pork in this, and it is just amazing. Now for the chifles recipe, which is a fried plantain recipe that I'm about to show you, I did make a video of how to make a vegan mango ceviche, and I will link that above. And as you see in that video, I kind of presented this beautiful Ross vegan ceviche with a beautiful chifle decoration on top. I had a lot of requests on where I was getting the fried plantain little crisp thing decor on top. So I said, why not make a video out of it? So in this video, I will be showing you how to make those decorative touches just to give that like party or like that special date night, you know, a real nice look to it. So guys, I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as I love filming it. And if you do like this video, please don't forget to give me a big like, a big subscribe, and a big share. And please hit that notification button so you never miss a video with Chef D. Now guys, let's get rolling.
Normal, mala. Estamos en la buena, pero con ellos en la mala. Solo tenemos una vida que gozarla, bebé. Hay que gozarla, bebé. Ella es una fila, una mujer entera.
Start by prepping all of the ingredients first before we start blending things up. In a blender, food processor, or NutriBullets, place in your 4-quarter tomatillos. Now with these tomatillos, I just washed them with 1 part water, 1 part vinegar, took out the husk, and cut them in 4s. That's all you have to do. Now for the jalapeno. Either have one serrano chili or one jalapeno that has been sliced in half and seeded. Now, if you want a little bit more kick, then maintain a little bit of the seeds inside either chile. Add in your quartered small onion, small whole garlic clove, and blend this together until it's slightly creamy yet chunky. The key is to blend the thickest and toughest vegetables first, and then the lighter vegetables later, from the avocado and the cilantro that are a little bit more on the lighter side. Now for the avocados, the easiest way is just to slice them in the middle, remove the pit with your knife, and scoop out the avocado flesh directly into the blender. No mess and no fuss. This recipe does require 2 small avocados, but if you don't have 2 small ones, you can always use 1 medium avocado and it'll be fine. Next, add in your cilantro with stems and all, making sure that you've prepped them beforehand by washing them and drying them with your kitchen paper towel, because we do not want any excess water in the salsa. Whisk once again until everything is blended. Lastly, open the lid again and add in your 1 teaspoon of finely ground salt. Now, the reason why I use finely ground, it's because it dissolves better in any salsa or dressing instead of having thick, coarse salt. Blend everything once again and your taqueria style sauce is done. Now, I am serving this taqueria style sauce in a bowl because I will be eating this with my chifles, but I definitely recommend this for crispy tortillas, tacos al pastor, carnitas, and even salad dressings. And another thing that I love doing with this type of salsa is actually marinating my proteins such as fish, pork, chicken in this beautiful salsa. It is absolutely delicious, guys. Now for my favorite part, my favorite street food ever. These are fried plantains, chifles style. Now let's start by setting up your prep area once again. Begin with lining either a cookie sheet or a large plate with a base layer of foil, then parchment paper, and finally paper towels. This will help absorb any excess oil from the fried plantains. Plus, this method ensures a fast and easy cleanup when you're done frying. When choosing a green plantain, make sure it's a firm, very green, and with no major bruisings on the skin. Let's begin by cutting off both ends of the plantain. Next, we'll gently slice down the entire length of the green plantain, with the tip of your knife being sure not to slice too deeply. You only literally want to slice the skin and not the flesh. Now for the peeling. Just be aware that the starch from the plantain tends to stain the cutting boards and your clothes and occasionally your fingertips, but don't worry, nothing that soap and water can't wash away. And now, using your fingers or the back of your knife, carefully peel off the tough outer skin. Make sure you add a little force when peeling off the skin, as the skin usually does tend to be a little bit hard and tough. If there are any little imperfections in the plantain, don't worry, just carefully slice off that little bit and you're good to go. Now for the mandolin part. Make sure your mandolin is sturdy and set on your surface. The last thing you want is for it to move while you're slicing. Set your mandolin to the thinnest setting. I used mine at a 1 mm thickness. As you see in the video, I am using my hands, and this honestly should not be done. it should be done with a hand safeguard that comes with all mandolins. I just honestly could not find mine anywhere. This is exactly how they should look, very thin, and that is what's gonna make them really, really crisp. I definitely recommend spreading them out as the plantains tend to have a starchy consistency, and the last thing you want to do is have them literally stick together and make a jumbled mess. Now for the decorative touches that I love to put on top of my ceviche. Literally, you only need a toothpick, and what you do is literally roll them like a little burrito and stick a toothpick in there and fry them up. If you don't want to use a toothpick, what you can do is just play around with them. Since they are starchy, they will stick together. I'll also have that link so you can get my mango ceviche recipe. Turn your stovetop to a medium-high heat and pour in your 1.5 cups of oil, either in a medium deep saute pan or deep skillet. Once the oil gets hot, approximately at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, you can now start adding your sliced plantains. Please make sure that the oil is hot before you even add in the plantains. We want to avoid them sticking at all costs. Work your plantains and fry them in batches. You do not want to overcrowd the pan or skillet. Now fry them and turn them occasionally until crisp and golden brown. This should take approximately 1 or 2 minutes. I'm going to be doing a little fast forward so you guys can kind of see the whole process and how I turn them and how I go about frying them. Also, I do have the link on the bottom of where you can actually get my stainless steel tongs that I love using pretty much for a lot of the things that I cook. But also, if you don't have that, you can always use your regular tongs or a slotted spoon. Now for the seasoned salt, in a mini bowl, add in your 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and lastly 1/2 teaspoon of salt. On this day, I was actually making a double batch because I love storing this seasoning, and it literally lasts for a whole month, and I love putting this on top of my maduros, on top of my tostones, on top of my french fries, on top of my sweet potato. It's just a really good all-around kind of seasoning. Now that you've plated your chifles, add in your seasoning salt, and you're pretty much done with this delicious crispiness. And this goes great with obviously la salsa taqueria de aguacate cremosa. And I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Now, I did have some leftovers, and what you can definitely do is either put the salsa inside a jar or just a bowl and, put a little wrap on top. But what I like to do that's just more faster, I have a recycled Ziploc bag. I literally just place in my taqueria sauce in there, take out any air, zip it up, and put it inside my refrigerator. Guys, this only lasts 3 days. So marinate those meats, use them as a salad dressing. Especially, they're awesome for meal prep and little to-go containers. I also do this for my chifles. I literally place them in my recycled Ziploc bag, take out the air, or I'll put them in a large jar, and I will store them in my pantry, and they will last about 3 weeks. So every single time I make a ceviche and I want a little decoration, or I'm making another salad and I want a little decoration or something just to boost things up, I definitely get those out from my pantry. Also, I love having this as a snack to go. I literally pack them up and pack some of my salsa, and I take it to work, or I'll eat it in the car if I'm in a rush, and it is absolutely delicious. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and now let's get to taste testing. I just kind of wanted to show you, aren't these so cute? I mean, cute and crunchy, and just, this is actually one of my favorites. And my dog is down there and she literally wants a chifle so badly. Poor little thing. But now let's get to taste testing this beautiful green sauce with these little chifles, and let's get this big one right here. Just dip it in there. So good, guys. I mean, I can really just smell this. That crunchiness. My gosh. That taqueria cremosa sauce is just, aguacate cremosa sauce is just amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave down a comment below. I hope you guys check out my website where there's more free tips and there's more free recipes for you guys to help you out. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment, DM me. I would love to see your creations and I would love to repost your creations. I also want to give a huge thank you to all my PayPal supporters. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, this is just the beginning of our journey, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing night or a wonderful day, and I will see you later next week with a new video, because there's new videos every week. Okay guys, okay, ciao.